Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's Mike Reed here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. So today we are taking a look at something a little bit different, a little bit interesting. So if you guys remember my last review on the John Deere 9620R tractor, already I got yet another piece of John Deere farming equipment for review today. In this case, we have the Lego Technic John Deere 9700 Forage Harvester. Yes! So this is yet another piece of sort of mid-range size Lego farming equipment. And, oh boy, this is actually quite a good one. And a nice complementary piece to the 9620R tractor. So, let's take a look at this thing. So starting off with the box, of course, we have the Lego Technic logo right there, with the John Deere logo right up in the top right there. And of course, hey, look, that's the name of the vehicle here, or farming equipment. And yep, set number 42168 and 559 pieces. So not too bad for a little John Deere here. Whoop. It's actually so big, in fact, it's actually bumping into the backdrop here. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to turn this manually. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so on the side of the box, of course, we have more Lego Technic logos with the harvester right there, looking very, very harvestery. And then on the back, we have different product shots. It does this, this, and this. And then on the other side, we have yet another Lego Technic logo with yet another shot of the harvester. And on the top, we have a Lego Technic logo with actual size for the wheels. All right, and then on the bottom, we have more legal jargon and stuff that no one cares about. So, moving the box out of the way, let's take a look at what we get in the box. And oh boy, this is a big boy. Yeah, so this is the John Deere 9700 Harvester, and wow, is this thing a big boy. As you guys can see, it's probably going to bump into my backdrop here, so let me just move that a bit. Okay, if I can actually get the turntable to spin right. There we go. You guys can see just how big this harvester really is. I mean, wow, what a big boy. So it could barely fit on my turntable, it's so big. But anyhow, so yeah, just kind of looking at it from the different angles here, you can see it's not too far off from the original 9620R tractor in the fact that, again, you have the traditional John Deere yellow and green, and you got little highlight of silver there, a little bit of black, and then you got gray for the seats. So all in all, not a bad looking little harvester. And you also get a little bit of silver there for the rearview mirrors as well. And also, one of the side panels is all cockeyed. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's move the turntable out of the way and just take a look at the harvester head-on. And wow, is this thing nice. So what exactly does this harvester do? Well, it does quite a number of things, actually. Starting off with the front of the harvester, if we can look in there, you can see the little driver's seat right there. Of course, you do have the controls here, which are kind of hard to see, but there is a little control panel. There you go. You can see a little control panel right there with all these little buttons and knobs and all these little features in there. And then this little orange thing is supposed to be a control knob, which also, if I can get a good angle of it, probably have to go from this side. Yeah. You can see all the little buttons and knobs and control features, right? And you even get a working steering wheel as well. And I believe you could actually get a little Lego minifigure in there if you wanted to. So that is a really nice touch. Of course, on the front as well, you'll notice the John Deere logo plastered right on the front there, with right next to the giant harvester unit on the front. And then you have the headlights up here. Of course, you got some more lights and features there. Of course, you have the name of the vehicle there, John Deere 9700. And you have this little exhaust back here to get rid of all of the waste, all the different like debris that could get caught up inside the harvester. And on the back as well, you got another John Deere logo. Whoop. Got the John Deere logo, got a warning sign there, various different lights and features. And you even get this little bit back here. We'll talk more about this bit in a bit. And then you do have a little door in the back, which I don't believe you're supposed to open, but I'm guessing that's where the engine would be. But anyhow, but sadly, yeah, you don't get a working engine with this. And you also see some various other knobs and features of the harvester. So let's go over the harvester's features, because there's a lot to talk about here. First and foremost, it does roll, like rolling things should. And if you turn this knob on the top here, you'll notice that the wheels can steer the harvester. So that is very nice. And of course, the wheels are real rubber, as they should be. Of course, as I already showed before, the exhaust can be positioned in various different angles. So you can angle it like this, angle it all the way up, down. You can angle it all the way up here if you wanted to. So there's a lot of different angles you can get for the exhaust pipe thing back here, which of course you probably want it to be like that when you're actually using the harvester. So that way, again, all the debris gets caught up inside the system and then gets spit out the top there. So, and of course, you have the little exhaust pipe back there as well. And then, of course, the main feature of the harvester, like any harvester, is the big, giant thing up front, the actual harvesting unit. So to activate it, all you gotta do is just turn this lever, and it will lower down the front combine, right? And then, as you push it along, which is going to be kind of hard to show, but it does move the combine. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, it does move the little gears in there. So that way you can harvest your corn or whatever it is that you're harvesting with the harvester, which is such a nice detail. And it's so well done how all the gears spin. So that way, right, you can harvest your corn or wheat or whatever it is you're harvesting. So really nice stuff. And then once you're done harvesting, you just push back on the lever or push this way, and you can raise it back up. So that way you can drive it to where you're going to harvest next. So that is super, super cool. And then, of course, there's one last bit, which is on the back. You have this little hitch. What is that for? Well, if you have the John Deere 9620R tractor, which let me get that over here, you will remember that it had this little bucket unit right here. Now, of course, I think you know where this is going. You can actually take this little bucket unit and you can lift up the little hitch, hook it into the back here, and then, raising this up, you can attach it to the back of the harvester. So now you got this harvester with this big old bucket on the back. So that way you can harvest your crops and then put them in the back here to be delivered to the, to the different locations that you want to drop it off at. So that is super cool. Super, super cool indeed. So taking the hitch back out and moving this back out of the way. That basically sums it up for the harvester. So now let's go ahead and talk a little more about the finer details of the John Deere 9700 self-propelled forage harvester. So let's get my notes real quick, and let's get right into it. All right, so I gotta make sure it's not too close. So yeah, the 9700 harvester. So the horsepower of the harvester is about 813 max with 789 rated. The engine is a JD18X 18-liter engine, or 18.0 liter engine. New spout with improved crop flow and visibility, so there. And field-proven kernel processing options. So, the John Deere JD18X engine with 18 liters, 1,098 CU inches, I think that says. No idea what the CU is. Displacement delivers unmatched performance and characteristics. The unique engine characteristic and efficiency brings the John Deere self-propelled forage harvesters into another performance league in the 700 to 800 PS power class. With the JD18X engine comes unique features and high comfort on the 9500, 9600, and 9700 SPFH models. Perfect engine characteristics for SPFH application. Diesel-only engine, no diesel exhaust fluid, AdBlue with final Tier 4 Stage V emission regulations, Harvest Motion Plus, and long engine oil service interval, 750 hours. So, once again, a state-of-the-art engine with ideal performance characteristics and low specific fuel consumption perfectly aligns and synchronizes with the super crop flow. This is the John Deere Harvest Motion Plus concept. The plus stands for unique torque rise and more power at low engine rotations per minute, or RPM. An experience of pure performance and efficiency without any compromise. Additionally, there is no diesel exhaust fluid DEF required. So, the Harvest Motion Plus advantage. 13% less fluid consumption, diesel plus DEF, 48 kilowatts of extra power at low engine RPMs to easily digest peak loads, and simple is strong, reliable harvest capacity. And again, talking more about the engine, it has a maximum speed of 1800 RPM, and this engine is always operated in its sweet spot. Lower RPMs means lower specific fuel consumption. Less fuel consumption means less costs, and, in the end, more money in your pocket. Harvest Motion enables up to 13% less total fluid consumption, which equates to $125 per day of grass harvest and $141 per day of corn harvest. So, and again, just talking a little more about the engine, and then we'll move on to the other features. Less engine RPM, more power, and a unique torque rise. That is what Harvest Motion Plus delivers. The JD18X engine has been tailored to the needs of an agricultural harvesting machine. Operators will feel its strength, and owners will profit off of its harvesting capacity. The 18-liter John Deere engine in the 900 series self-propelled Forage harvester with the Harvest Motion Plus concept is a winning combination. So, and now to talk about the actual harvesting unit up at the front. This guy. John Deere rotary harvesting units are built for reliable and powerful feeding of high-capacity forage harvesters. Two fundamental designs are available to match all producer needs. The 600-plus series headers are the universal solution for different crops, up to 4 meters, 13.1 feet tall. The 700-plus series headers are the perfect solution for high-yielding crops. Available beginning in the model year 2019, the top model 772 12-row large drum rotary harvesting unit has been designed to fully leverage the capacity of 9,000 series self-propelled forage harvesters. The 6.9 series pickups with the patented endless flight vortex auger design and optional dual header drive enables high-capacity feeding of the John Deere SPFH. Key advantages are the throughput boost in high-yielding crops, but also the easy handling of uneven windrows. John Deere SPFH comes with variable header drive in the base, and the header speed is automatically synchronized with the feeding speed and length of chop through a hydrostatic IVT drive system. This John Deere SPFH comes with variable header drive in base. The header speed is automatically synchronized with the feeding speed and length of chop through the hydrostatic IVT drive system. This ensures a gentle and even crop transfer from the header into the machine without blocking or disrupting material transition. Producers receive the benefit of high chopping quality and full leverage of the header and crop flow potential. So, let's talk more about that dual header drive, shall we? Dual header drive for the SPFH and the 6x9 series pickups complements the benefits of the variable header drive. While the variable header drive automatically synchronizes the pickup auger and harvester feeding speed, the dual header drive with its individual hydraulic drive with vehicle speed to ensure clean crop picking in changing conditions and windows. Tines speed up and slow down with forward speed, while the pickup auger speed is still synchronized with the length of chop and feed roll speed. Producers benefit from a better quality of chop, smoother feeding, and an easy-to-utilize harvesting system. And what else is there to say about the harvesting unit? Well, it features a hydraulic feed roll dampening system. So, the 900 series SPFH offer the hydraulic feed roll dampener in base. Next to the 4 individual springs that apply high pressure on the crop mat entering the machine, the dampener supports crop compaction in uneven crop conditions and ensures smooth feeding even at the highest feeding speeds when chopping for a very long period. And it also features a state-of-the-art metal detector that scans for metal in the crop mat and stops the intake in case of tripping. Optionally, this safety device can be completed with a unique stone detection feature that senses for knocks and abnormal feed roll movement. 2 redundant sensors developed for this application improve solid foreign object detection and minimize false tripping caused by lumps or uneven windrows. And just to finish things off, the John Deere Self-Propelled Forage Harvester series set new standards in kernel processing performance. Proven in independent tests during corn harvests in 2016 and 2017, respectively, John Deere kernel processors deliver smash kernels and high process plants that growers expect. With 2 different models, the John Deere Premium KP kernel processor and the John Deere Extreme KP kernel processor, all different needs will be satisfied. So that pretty much wraps it up for the basics on this particular harvester. But just before I finish off this segment, I do want to list some additional details that I was able to find from John Deere themselves. If I haven't mentioned that already, this is all coming from the John Deere website directly. So, additional details. All John Deere SPFH can be operated with or without a kernel processing unit in position. When not in use, a crop transition chute or grass chute swings into position with a few turns of a crank. The crop transition chute comes standard on all harvesters. The SPFH features the AutoLube central greasing harness. The respective central greasing equipment is available on the Premium KP kernel processor. The Extreme KP kernel processor features automatic pressurized oil lubrication. The John Deere Premium KP is available for the 9500 to the 9800 models, and all John Deere Extreme KPs are available for all 9000 series models. The 9900 models can only be equipped with an Extreme KP. So again, that pretty much wraps it up for the harvester. All in all, really cool piece of farming equipment, and well, without them, I don't think I'd have nearly as many vegetables on my plate now, would I? So you gotta give it to these things. They're very logically designed, aren't they? But and of course, I think that really shows here with our model here of this glorious harvester. So now let's do a quick comparison next to the original 9620R tractor. So, taking this off the stand real quick. Let me bring in the original John Deere 9620R tractor. In this case, well, without of course, the bucket on it. And as you guys can no doubt see, the harvester is about the same size, if not smaller, than the original 9620R tractor. So, but yeah, you can definitely tell that these are the same brand, and it's just so cool that we get a harvester and a tractor. So, I mean, 2 solid pieces of farming equipment, in my opinion. The only thing that's missing now is the John Deere skidder. But, of course, I've been on the fence about getting that. But these 2, I think, will no doubt suffice. So, the Jay Leno of LEGO vehicles is satisfied. For now. And also, just for a fun comparison, let me bring in the bucket unit for the 9620R tractor. So you guys can see how that looks next to the 9700 harvester. So, not too terribly big compared to the harvester itself, but still very large piece of equipment indeed. And also, just for another fun comparison, let me quickly get the tractor and the bucket all hooked up so we can see the size between the completed tractor and the bucket. And of course, things just do not want to line up right now. Okay, come on. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Quick jump cut, guys. Alright, guys, so now I have the 9700 harvester with the completed 9620R tractor. And as you guys can see, yeah, this guy's pretty big compared to the little tractor over there. So, or should I say the tractor's way bigger than the harvester is, just fully combined. But then again, I think this is a bit of an unfair comparison, isn't it? So, let me get the tractor out of the way here. And with that, guys, that is going to wrap it up for my review on the John Deere 9700 forage harvester. And I can say, and yeah, guys, I think we got a clear winner here. I mean, this has to be one of, if not the best, Lego Technic sets, at least of this size scale, for this year. And hopefully we get more John Deere equipment like this. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so that way you guys get notified for all my uploads. Later, Eat Squad, and have a good one.